Somebody get security. I think I'm going to need some backup. So starting off this live, I want to give a shout out today to all of the true commentators in this sector. I was been watching a lot of the true commentators yesterday on Thanksgiving. I noticed that they were playing clips from the past with Blueface and CashApp. And it was very strange to me and scary because it's history repeating itself in the present time. And I think that, they were pretty much trying to display that if there's not, change between both parties, this can go bad right before it even can, or we can see it even get started. I really hope that when Blueface gets out that he changes all of his ways, but I think that he's prepared himself to be a demon. He's gonna make up for old time's sakes. The things that he was doing on social media prior to being locked up is gonna be on steroids. That does not, affect CashApp in any negative light. Zachary, Chrisean got a new God plan coming out. Good look at it says go look at page on Instagram. All right, thank you, Zachary. Yeah, but I just really hope that he doesn't, get her so focused and consumed in negativity because nobody knows of him saying that he gave himself to God, and he's walking in the same fate as CashApp. And I feel like if he's not matured enough, like CashApp is doing in her present time, they're gonna bump heads. Now we're here today talking about Jaidyn Alexis. I was really proud of her. Let me actually pull that up. Actually, I know a lot of y'all saw it because it got a lot of like, and I think that whether you love or hate Jaidyn Alexis and you're a supporter of CashApp, you had to give her props on what she had said on Thanksgiving. It was right on time. She's going through a lot too. So let me share that because let me move this out the way. I got all these tabs open here. All right. All right, here we go. So I'm going to share this tab here and we can begin. So it says this year consists of a lot of self-reflection and a lot of self-worth. Jaidyn Alexis is here to stay. And if you don't like it, I feel sorry for you. I realized a lot about myself this year, and I am so grateful. 5'2", but attitude 6 feet. Never let anyone or anything stop what you want to do. MILF music. She got a little rainbow, you know what that stands for, because she likes the girly girls. She's doing what she has to do. She throws rocks and hides her hands. It looks like she has a new apartment, condo, house, or whatever have you. It's empty. So that's the only thing I can think of that she's showing you the new keys to them. And she's doing her thing. The kids, I guess she must have took them to Disney World. I don't know if this is an old picture here, but unless she's reflecting on the past of 2024, because December is the last month of the year going into 2025. I don't know. This could be her showing you what she accomplished in the year 2024, because in the present time I can see this first picture because she's on baddies now. She got, before Blueface went to jail, she got her own spot. She wasn't living with Blueface no more, going through that flip-flopping. She got her baddies chain being on the I was gonna say Sipcon, on the Baddies show, and I could have swore I saw her taking the kids to Disney World prior to this picture here. And I'm not too sure if this is the same picture, but yeah, she's a good mom, and I'm glad that she's proud of herself. You got to be proud of yourself first and foremost. The hell with the rest of the population and what they think. You know what I'm saying? Hey, lady, how are you today? How was your Thanksgiving? She's wearing, yeah. Oh my God, Lady the Queen. This is like your second time coming in here and you speaking right on time for what I wanted to ask. I was wondering myself, is this Blueface's chain? I had asked that before and nobody answered the question. Everybody was too busy saying hi to each other in the track. I mean in the chat, all distracted. But when I was looking at it, I was like, that looks like Blueface's chain. Cuban links, right? They call them Cuban links. Well, he got the diamonds in this one. Says so. Yes, she's bothered, but she's bothered. But let me just say this to you: not only is she gonna be bothered, so is CashApp. So don't sleep on it, because see, Blueface gave both of them what they wanted. Jaidyn wanted that engagement, and she got it first. And I'm quite sure at that time that triggered CashApp. Then the tables were turned, and now Chrisean got what she wanted. She wanted to be married to him legally. Now she got what she wanted. Nothing has changed in the situation, in my opinion. And the reason why I'm saying this, and I'm going to tell you why, because I'm going to back up why I'm saying what I'm saying. Nothing has changed in this situation because Blueface has not changed. If Blueface does not change in this situation and trust and believe he doesn't have any plans in stopping the circus, remember, he calls it the circus. I call this natural behavior when you trigger somebody to the point of how Blueface triggers people. People are going to act a fool. Period, point blank. People are going to act a fool. So, even though CashApp is walking in the fate of God, if they have a fallout, Blueface wants to be disrespectful, because he's going to first say, she gave herself to the Lord, not me. I didn't give myself to nobody. I'm being who I want to be. I'm doing what I want to do. That's what she wants to do. That's her life that she wants for herself. Blueface is a person he's never going to admit to when he is wrong. He has never admitted to when he was wrong. Blueface always wants to, it's always somebody else's fault. I know somebody like that in real life. It's never his fault. It's always your fault. And if he's in jail and he hasn't sat with himself, which he has, and believe me, as much time as he has spent in jail, believe me, he had time to sit with himself. And there's probably subtle changes. I say subtle because they're subtle to me, because I still see the old Blueface. But they're probably big changes, things that he promised to himself going forward. But they're changes to himself. They're not changes that affect anybody but CashApp and Jaidyn Alexis, because the only changes that he owes to himself. It says, but I'm glad she's doing for herself. I am too. Hey, Tiffany. Let me see. So I'm just saying, okay, great. We're supporters of CashApp. She got the title. She's married to this man, so on and so forth. But it's gonna be this, nothing's gonna change if Blueface hasn't changed. It has to be a two-way street. You know what I'm saying? And then, this is what's going to make it worse. Blueface is the conductor of all this mess. He is a mastermind when it comes to marketing himself and keeping himself relevant on social media. And you have to understand, he's going to do triggering things to CashApp to get her to be the way he wants her to be. And I mean, everyone's happy she's married, and imagine how Jaidyn feels right now. Who cares? All that type of attitude towards Jaidyn's feelings. But the harsh reality is, to me, I don't really think that we're gonna see any change with the drama that's gonna come out of this when Blueface gets out. Now, CashApp might do things differently and not get on social media and share what's going on, and she has every right not to. But his father's, Blueface gonna get out. He's gonna change. Things are gonna get better. I don't see it happening. I said, I've been saying that he will never admit it. People let him get away with, yep, and he blames a woman. I'm proud of her too. I am too. I pray Chrisean says stronger though. It's all kids trying to walk away, right? Well, we already know that she doesn't have the strength to walk away. She's made the decision already to stay with him. And she knows, if we know from a distance that Blueface hasn't changed, from the little stuff that he has done from jail, that his team will put up for him, like unfollowing CashApp, whatever his reasons are, that is the mindset of him. He's putting business over everything. Even if he never had a fallout with CashApp, by just taking down CashApp's name. Sometimes money is not what's important. It's the root of all evilness. Family, love, and support should be put first, because when you have that in place, which equals happiness and being content with oneself, money's gonna come. Blueface doesn't put priorities in that order. He puts it where money comes first, happiness and family come second. And you know what I'm saying? And I've seen it time after time after time. I can't be a supporter of CashApp and sit there like I'm a crash dummy and try to make something make sense that don't make sense, because that means I'm not in the best interest for CashApp if I'm doing that. I'm sorry, I'm just not. Because I'm telling her what she wants to hear, not what she needs to hear. And if she hears it from enough people, even if she don't believe what I'm saying, she'll start to. Yeah, she's doing the right thing right now, but you have to also understand that she still wasn't strong enough to leave the relationship alone. She was strong enough to make better decisions on people, places, and things. We don't see her hanging out with Smiley, and there's other people that she's not dealing with that we don't see her hanging out with. It's just her and her child, and then her immediate family, some of her sisters that she trusts, you see them around, and they're supporting her. He's a narcissist, so he loves himself first. He needs to set right. She needs to set, but she needs to set boundaries, because when he gets out, he's gonna think it's about him. Trust me. He's gonna think you're my wife. He had that attitude when she was pregnant. He was basically trying to say, if she's having my baby, she better be planning on having the baby all the time, because I don't watch kids. You know what I'm saying? And to me, that's a controlling man, when you lay up and have a baby with a man and he feels as though he's not going to watch his own kid. Come on now, you done lost your mind. That's why I stay praying for her, and I believe she's listening to certain channels. Yeah, I believe so too. I believe she's always listened to certain channels. That's another reason why she stopped running her business. Just like when I was pissed at her for the longest time about telling people about her warrants. Like, why are you telling people that? You don't tell people everything. You know what I'm saying? All you're doing is giving them everything to use against you. Let me sip some of my tea. Hold on, guys. I made some detox tea with some fresh lemon and honey, raw honey, and it tastes so good. You know how it is after you eat that soul food that we cook. You got to cleanse out the temple, baby. But yeah, I know that Jaidyn is definitely bothered by this whole situation. And I'm starting to think that, and this is just my opinion. Jaden's not being a better person by letting the kids be with Carlissa. She's making a statement in that way too. That I'm gonna be around that family. I'm gonna be around his family. Anything that's associated with Blueface, whether Blueface gets along with his mother or not, at the end of the day, that is his mother, and whether I get along with Carlissa or not, she's still my family. And family fight and we make up. But I'm gonna still be number one in that family. And if Carlissa had to choose who she's going to have favoritism for or treat better, it's gonna be me. And she's gonna reap all the benefits from it. It's almost like, to me, it's almost like Jaidyn hasn't lost anything. Only thing she may have lost is the having him as a husband. And we see that Jaidyn doesn't even really like Blueface like that. She likes women, it seems, better. It says he is smarter, his debit is hers. Oh yeah, definitely, Leslie. And but see, I don't know, put a Y in the chat if y'all heard it. And as y'all put that Y in the chat when I say this, if you agree with me, make sure you hit the like button as well. But did you hear when Carlissa has said, yeah, okay, she's married to him. He's been engaged and he's done all of this stuff. I guess when he's going through financial situations, strapped for cash, need money, he does this all the time. Like she said it like he's only doing this for his own benefits, financial gain is the way she said it. Jaidyn is cool as a cucumber. Diane Long said, hey, Diane, Jaidyn is over the BS and I'm happy for her. Let me pull something else up too while we're on here. So yeah, I'll be doing live. Some lives won't be scheduled, but I will put them in my IG, Instagram chat. It's a chat for you guys to go kick it with each other. You can make sure that the posts are not nudity, inappropriate posts, because I will block you, because I have not figured out how to take the post down. If anybody can DM me how to take down group posts that are inappropriate, please DM me in my DM section. You know what I'm saying? Please DM me. And I was gonna ask you guys a question, and I forgot that quickly. That's bad. Let me see. Where's it at? Oh, wait a minute. I saved it. Hold on. Here it is here. I got it. This is what I want you to watch. I've been watching. Oh man, I've been binge watching so many videos. Just give me one chance. I mean, chance. Second. I said chance. Give me one chance. Some of the stuff I say out my mouth is crazy. I'm trying to get back on the watch. You know how you have videos that you put in the watch later. Hey, Queen Grandma, how are you? Jaidyn is smart woman. She's been handling her business the right way. Yes, they shoveled God's plan. Zeus ain't putting that. So, okay, so you heard that they're not doing it? Because I was asking before about that. That debit, he occurred before they got. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, get out of here with that loud music that just scared me, that just popped on a second ago. So let me find it so I can. All right, hold on. I'm trying to find it. I be having so much watch later videos. All right, sorted by date, newest ad. I know what I could do. I'm gonna put in Blueface. Recently. All right, it should come up now. Because I know that I saw it. Oh, here it is here. Here it is here. Here it is here. All right, so we're pulling it up now, guys. I gotta remember to delete that beginning the 1 minute and 40 seconds of that live when I started this morning because I was talking with the mute on. Duh, right? That was not bright. So this must be the one that I saw because come on, taking so long. Yeah, I'm sitting here waiting for, hey guys, happy Thanksgiving, belated Thanksgiving. Carlos gets that from the blogs. Blue is in control of both their finances. Yep. Jaidyn can go be with Bookie again. Bookie. When you were saying Bookie, I was always reading it as Bookie. Bookie, like forgetting all about that chick Bookie she calls Bookie. That is too funny. Okay, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Okay. So I'm gonna share right now. Remember this? Oh, you guys didn't see. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on. I'm thinking I'm sharing it. Duh. And I'm not. I have a bad habit of doing this. Stop this, girl. Here we go.
You said come ask questions. I can't interview you.
Why was I mad at you about the Rock interview? Was I mad because you interviewed Rock? Or was I mad because
Hey. No, you were not. You told me you had no issue with me interviewing anybody, including Carlissa.
Right. But why was I mad at you though?
What you said was be fair.
Thank you, because you wasn't fair.
And my team was not fair.
Don't do the team thing, because she already told me that you showed her to trigger her and get her riled up.
But you just said on here that everybody's been lying all day, but now they tell the truth when they talk about me.
I'm asking you, clear the.
Be prepared for all of these scenarios. Him talking to Jason Leon live, which this ain't a private conversation. They're talking with thousands of people, millions of people are hearing this conversation. Pay attention to the conversation. Pay attention to Blueface's behavior. Pay attention to history repeating itself, because I guarantee you nothing is going to change out of this whole scenario but Chrisean Rock. But how long is it going to stay changed for Chrisean Rock? That is what I'm worried about. I want her to stay changed for good. But sometimes people, places, and things can trigger you when you go back to old ways, old habits, old people who you got away from because they were making you the worst of you.
Here, so did you show her the clip where I said me and so and so had
Listen, I'm at an age where I don't even.
Your team? Wait, did you show her? Or did your team show her? I want you to lock in the answer right now so everybody can see.
My team showed her. Listen,
so your team showed her my interview before you interviewed her.
No. They didn't see your interview. They saw a clip, the same promo that went out. The same thing you went over there and told Adam 22 was the same thing that she saw.
Okay, so everyone in the chat, listen, I was mad at Jason.
You weren't mad. You weren't mad.
I was mad because when I asked you, hey, can I see the clips before you posted? What you tell me?
No.
This nigga gonna tell me, no, I don't do that over here.
Well, actually, since
But
we're
let
telling the
Chrisean
truth,
Rock.
actually, no, that ain't what you asked. That ain't what you asked. What you asked was, can you review and approve the interview first?
No, I said, can I review the interview? Can I see it before it goes out? That's what I'm sure anybody will ask you that. And what did you say?
Nobody's ever asked that. I said no.
Okay, but so how the hell is Rock watching my interview before you even?
She didn't. She did not watch. She didn't watch your interview. She watched the clip.
How?
My team.
Why? But wait. Why is my clip up? Why she coming to do her interview?
Okay, listen, because
messy, Jason.
Well, no, hold on, because that was a big interview. You dropped a bomb. I mean, what was I supposed to say? You know.
So you did tell her.
No, you're.
All right, whatever, bro. Whatever. You just
we're past
fucking you know how to play this game better than me. What you want?
No, you're better than me. Okay, I have questions.
Okay. What's the question, bro?
Okay, so first of all, how you doing? You good?
Yeah, I'm great. I'm shit. You know, this shit for me. Payment for me is I wake up every day like nothing happened yesterday. Shit.
Cause you're the one putting people through the changes. That's why you wake up like that happened.
To get the baby. How did you find out that the baby was by himself?
He said he wakes up like really he's good, like nothing like phases him. Cause you're the one putting people through the changes. He's not the one going through the changes. They're going through the changes. And I'm telling you, mark my word, Chrisean 100% I believe has changed. And that is what her goal is, to continue to be the way she is now and be in peace. But you don't have peace around you by being married to somebody like Blueface. Blueface comes from generational curses like Chrisean Rock does. We all come from generational curses. If you want to get technical, we have people in our families that sometimes make us have these relationships that are toxic with other people from the things that we grew up seeing as children. Blueface is the way he is because of his mother and father. Don't leave him out. Just because you're cool with the father, you could take the father any day over the mother. No, he has a lot of stuff with him because of what he went through as a child that he suffered with, dealing with the mother and the father, traumas.
I missed all the lives, so I apologize.
All right, so basically, I knew the baby was by herself. So I went over there. And I go in the fucking room, Jason, and it's Marsh, her son, and 2 other kids and the baby all on a blow-up mattress on the floor. And I'm looking like...
There's no way that probation can regulate Chrisean Rock's social media. That is not their job. If you're saying like regulating it as in telling her what to put on social media, the courts have nothing to do with social media. Don't know any, they don't even specialize in social media. All they can tell her as one of the stipulations is she can't be on it. That has to be ordered by the courts. And if the probation officer feels like that's what's going to keep her out of trouble, and no surrenders being put on her for her arrest, and then she has to go back and do time, then the probation officer can suggest that they go into court, judge put down as a stipulation that she has to stay off of social media. But no, they're not regulating. This ain't no Snapchat where they regulate Chrisean Rock's posts to make sure that it's consistently something up there. Because sometimes these people that get lots of views, they might not be really consistent. So they might have like a manager who does it for them because they might be too busy, or they're just not interested in being that consistent, putting up posts every day or every other day, whatever, how many times that it's consist that you keep your platform engaging.
Where's Chrisean? She's like, oh, but
hey, Latina.
Where's Chrisean? Oh yeah, okay. So I just grabbed the baby and I walk out. I didn't have no baby with Marsh. I don't even know why Marsh even did all of that. She could have simply let me leave. Chrisean could have came and got the baby whenever she got done doing what she doing, and this shit would have been not even a thing. But you know what Chrisean do? She called Marsh, tell Marsh to fight me and stop me and don't let me take the baby. I'm looking like, bro, I have no relations to Marsh. I don't.
His father's
like
been
I'm
quiet,
holding my son
actually.
at this point, so Marsh is an enemy to me. Because why are you trying to take my son from me and you Who the fuck are you? I didn't have no baby with you. Hey, what the fuck? Why am I having like, why is that happening between me and you?
Where everybody's confused right now is you were just over there for the holidays, and then you're with Jaidyn,
love you
then
too, sweetie.
now they're together. Like, where did we miss something? Like, I'm confused as hell.
What you mean? Did we miss something?
So, like, how did they end up now becoming a group?
Yeah, see, that's where shit went left at. All right, fuck it. I'm gonna just tell you what happened.
Yeah,
what happened.
right. Get to it.
I'm out. I'm like, fuck it. I'm finna. You feel me? Pull up, walk in. It's looking.
Now let me just say this to you. I do believe that there has been instances where Blueface was a good role model in some of the decision making that he tried to get CashApp to do the right way as a woman, having a baby or already had 𝗪𝗓𝗔𝗧 that he wanted to see her do to level up. But if you listen to his conversation, like he's cussing and carrying on, beating around the bush, he has a lot of maturity in him that he needs to get himself. He needs to get himself. He needs to handle himself. He has to handle Blueface, and I really think that they're married, so the damage has already been done. I just hope from now until the time he gets out that he changes like 180 degrees, because this is not going to work if he remains the way he is, like say in this video here. This dude has to grow up. He has to grow up. It's not going to work if he doesn't.
The baby's not looking like like a Blueface baby. It's looking
Hey,
like
Natasha.
It's looking like just just like a regular kid with just everybody around, and I just wasn't feeling it.
Exactly, Susie.
So I instantly pick up the child and I say, "Hey, I'm out of here. Just tell her come get him whenever." I go to leave. Marsh jumping in the car with me, following me, jumping in the Uber with me. That's when I posted. I'm like, bro, if you keep playing with me with this baby, like you finna fight me, turn around, hit me, I'm really gonna I'm gonna have no choice but to protect the baby.
I agree with that.
What are you gonna do? Take the baby from me and run? Like what? Listen, do you realize I didn't have a baby with Marsh?
Right, but was she babysitting the baby while she was at the studio, or was that just what she said?
No, that's cap. All of that is cap. Marsh is not babysitting nobody. Marsh is. What do you mean? You feel me? Why is my son in the bed with Marsh and the other kids? Like, why he don't have a parent at 4 a.m? You better be making $1 million fucking dollars, right?
How did you end up over there at 4 a.m?
What you mean? How I pulled up?
He was spying.
Because you knew she was gone, or I mean, why?
No, yes, I knew she was gone. So if you gone, who's watching the baby?
How you know she's gone though?
No, what
do
he
you mean?
was.
How I know she's gone?
Listen, what he was worried about, if you're gone at 4 o'clock, what ninja are you with? That's what he was worried about. But it's okay when he's with a chick. But see, that's what I'm saying. It's gonna get crazy. I'm telling you.
What the fuck? You can find out what Rock is doing without even following the bitch, looking at her, nothing she does.
And so when you got in the car with the girl and you told the girl, we're gonna go over here and Jaidyn's gonna be waiting.
Yeah, I'm telling her like you about to run a fade with Jaidyn now, because at this point I'm not finna beat you up.
And we all know that that's not part of Jaidyn's personality to just like on cue be that like ratchet chick ready to beat somebody up. That's Blueface. That's all of Blueface doing that. That's crazy. Jaidyn's gonna beat you up when I get back with the baby to my house. You're ordering Jaidyn to fight somebody for you.
Like, and if you want to follow me all the way home with my son, like, how do you expect that to end?
Right. So when she got over there, was Jaidyn waiting? Because I remember when you guys were on the show, Jaidyn
she was waiting. She was waiting. All right, so this is how I got tricky. We got here, and then Marsh tried to like really fight me physically. Like when I told her in the car, like, yo, I'm finna like really hurt you, because like I'm finna like, give me the baby. And I'm looking like, bitch, who the fuck are you? Like at this point, I don't even see Marsh because it's like this is my son. You feel me? Like why? You feel me? Like what? Like you could come, Chrisean can come get the baby whenever. There should never be a domestic dispute with me and her friend over the baby.
So then when y'all got there, what happened? Did the fade happen?
No. So what happened was Marsh attacked me while I'm holding the baby. So the fucking car, the driver nigga just drove off on me. Now I'm at the front gate. And then I guess, I don't know if Rock told her to stall, but she stalled and then Rock just pulled up. And then you want to know the funny part?
I want to know all the parts.
The funny part is me and Rock jumped in her car and left her friends right there in the middle of the street.
With who's friends? Marsh?
And Jay.
Okay, so then
you guys are not looking at the big picture. They're saying that Rock and Blueface were married when we were just assuming that some of us, half of us was assuming they were married and half of us were saying it wasn't true. But guess what? You know there's going to be drama and disrespect and not thinking of anyone's feelings but Blueface's feelings. Anytime you are married to Chrisean Rock, but you have Jaidyn Alexis, you're bringing children to a court probation hearing every time or every 30 days that you have to behave in the court. You got both your baby's mothers there, and come to find out we can't call, or we couldn't have called Chrisean Rock the baby's mother back then because quiet as kept, they were married. You got your wife at the court with the Yall's baby, and your baby's mother with her 2 kids. Now, how does that look? Put a Y in the chat if you would be okay with that going down like that. You're married to a man, but the baby's mother has to be there with his kids as well. If you don't agree with it, put an N in the chat. I want to see how many Y's I see. I hope I see more Y's than N's. Because if you agree with that's being okay, then that may be why you had issues maybe in your own personal life and relationships, because you can't be too acceptant to a person that moves like a Blueface. And there's a lot of people that move like Blueface where they only think of themselves and not all parties around them. And everyone else gets hurt except for the person who's thinking about themselves, which is Blueface in this case.
Did Marsh end up getting beat up?
No, Marsh was not harmed at all.
She had knots on her head.
So why are they saying Marsh got beat up? Because that's what online everybody saying Marsh got beat up.
Probably what I posted, because I posted like, bro, I got this baby in my hand, and like really like
right.
aggressive.
She got
me,
mouth
like,
by hands.
Like she in the front seat turning around like she's gonna jump in the back seat, and I'm looking like, yo.
Good question, Diane Long.
Like, I don't know. It could have just been so simple. She could have just let me leave, come here. Chrisean would have came here. Probably okay. So let me get to the end of the story. So Rock pull up, we pull off, leave her friends right there in the middle of the street.
Yeah, he says that all the time. It kills me when he does that.
And she like, I want to go inside and meet her. Like, let's get to the point. Like, I want to meet Jaidyn. I'm tired of this girl. Like, let's get to it. I'm like, are you sure? Are you serious? Like, at first, I wasn't really fucking with it, but she just sounded convincing, like she was being mature about it. So I'm like, all right, fuck it, come on. We come inside. You know, it's awkward at first, but like, they cool though. It's not like instant animosity. It's not like we finna.
So I guess
everyone. It was kind of like, oh, okay, what's going on? Like,
I guess everyone's down with what Blueface is doing, because I don't see one why. It's crazy.
Is it cool? She cool? What's up with the what? So they get cool, right? I'm playing mediator. Cool. Everybody get cool. So we all come in when Rock come in the house. We all get cool. The baby here, we all cool.
Wait. When you say all cool, Jaidyn, you, Chrisean, the baby, everything is calm.
Everything is calm. Everything is cool. We drinking. We all drinking together at this point. Exactly. That's my point. Like your Marsh did all this miscellaneous shit when she should have just like stood down. You feel me? Like I'm not finna go against somebody.
But you're
They'll
the king
probably
of going.
do another Crazy in Love again. Oh man, why did I just do that? Hold on.
Why is my son
in the bed with Marsh and the other kids. Marsh is, and then Rock like, yeah, I want to go with her anywhere. So I'm like, all right, shit, cool. I'm gonna be the bigger man in this point and let y'all go get the baby and come back, right? These bitches go to
Slauson to Boston, they out drinking, they on live before me without the fucking head of the circus, Jason. These bitches is on live.
He thinks it's
trying to kick
funny.
me out the group.
Not without
I'm blowing up
head
her
of the
phone like,
circus.
yo, why would y'all? I thought y'all was bringing the baby back.
Miss
They like,
Latina, I forgot
fuck you, nigga, pretty much. Like,
the question.
we out. So I'm like, okay, just leaving me here with the kids, like.
But here's where I'm confused. This is where I'm really confused because I saw Jaidyn's live. I mean, I saw Chrisean's live.
Yeah,
and I was
together just having a good time.
No, hold on. I saw Chrisean's live when I was in the bank, right. And I thought I saw Jaidyn walk by, and I was like, there ain't no way. Right. There's no way that they're together because in the interview that we had
without me.
No, but I mean, the interview I had with you and Jaidyn, she was clear like she didn't want nothing to do with her.
No,
and then the interview I had with Chrisean, she wanted nothing to do with her. But then I'm confused at how.
Jason, listen. Once I brought them in the house, once I brought Rock and the baby in the house, like at first, of course, there was a little tension, but like I don't know how everybody kind of just got over the separation from like just the separation from the kids and everything. So once they came in. They surprised me. I'm fake, like, hold on, like, y'all not gonna try to sneak each other or nothing, right? They like, no, we cool. They hugging and shit. I'm like, oh, fuck, all right. That's cool, I guess. We taking shots now of, apple juice, cranberry. I'm like, all right, cool. Fuck it. Everything is cool. They damn near ready to live here, Jason. Rock is like, yeah, I'm ready to stay. I'm ready to stay. Milk music.
But did you think that was that?
That was not hell no. That was not the plan, but she was just like, I don't know, it just got cool fast. And then once they left and they did their thing, I don't know, I kind of feel like they just kind of felt each other out. It was almost like they just wanted to get information to see how I was moving with both of them instead of trying to like really like fuck with each other and make it all a cool thing. So that's where it went bad at. It went bad when they left and just started getting drunk and going live. Because like I said, they supposed to go get the baby and come back.
Cool. I think Wack is in the room. He's texting me. I think he's in the room. But let me ask you, when after the show, when Jaidyn, because Jaidyn, I mean, that was my first time meeting her. She was talking about how she was holding you down, waiting for you, saving her, making sure, like, being solid. I'm surprised that in just that moment, it's almost like she's a different person.
So that's where I really got like turned off, and I kind of was like, okay, you probably not gonna be my wife if you got a ring and you just gonna leave with Rock and like not answer the phone and record my phone. You doing the shit that Rock does. You get me?
But do you think she's been waiting to play you though? Like, was this something you think she's been plotting? Because that's, I mean, you can't. How you just turn like that?
Okay, I think. What do I think? I think that
Jaidyn doesn't really like me.
I think you're right. I think she like girls.
She loves me, of course, but I don't think she likes me.
So it's like we've been dealing with each other this entire time, and it's almost like, look, I'm gonna keep it real with you, Jason. So I fuck with you. I proposed to Jaidyn to make her happy. I knew that would make her happy. So my whole objective with all this
stuff, as far as Jaidyn, was not to make Rock mad, but it was to make Jaidyn happy, right? So after I got done doing all of this and I see that she's still not happy, now I'm unhappy.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
Like I just went, got this game, got on one knee. I'm letting it be known. I'm not doing you feel me? So once I do all of this and you still like are not, like you still acting like you don't like me for real, then obviously I'm gonna be like, all right, well, I guess you just, I don't know what you think about something like that.
I personally I see you for you, and then I see you with all the bullshit. I see you're a really good person. Yeah. And I know people watching go, oh, you just saying that. I mean, I really feel like, one, I know that you put everybody in position to get money. everybody that we talk about every day online.
You want to know the narrative?
Wait, can I finish telling? Can I finish telling you what I think?
Fuck you. This is my story.
I'm not in the circus.
You want to know that? Yes, you is.
No, I'm not.
You
No, I'm
you need to sponsor the fucking circus as much as you.
right now. I told Lemuel the other day, this needs to be Crazy in Love 2, TOO, because this right here should be making you all money.
You right,
not entertaining.
You right. Let me chill. I'm acting like
you're too brilliant to be giving this bag away for free.
Nah, for sure. I mean, it's beneficial, but.
My bad, guys. I had to get something really quick.
I'm a dollar. You can't tell me nada.
So he said just what he said. He was only with Jaidyn. Well, let me rephrase that. He only proposed to Jaidyn to make her happy. So that goes to show Blueface has not grown up. Because let's make it make sense. You only propose to Jaidyn to make her happy, but you're not happy. You're loving somebody else. You're loving somebody else, and that's not Jaidyn. You're both only with each other, or was only with each other, because of you guys being used to each other. You guys were childhood sweethearts. That's as far as it goes. Probation regulation, what they can post on facts, Blueface, and China's voice. Latina. He proposed not for love, but to please her. Right. Exactly. That's my whole point. Matter of fact, let's listen to the Jason Lee interview again. I forgot. I did let you guys listen to it before. But I want to look at I know there's a whole bunch that I missed. With Jaidyn Alexis and let me see. I showed it to you guys before in Blueface. Because this is the interview that they're talking about. Blueface interview. And I guess Blueface was mad that he here it is right here. This was a year ago. Now look at this. Shout out to Jason Lee. All right. And to me, I feel like Blueface tries to hold on one second. Hold on. Blueface flip-flops a lot. You know, almost like a two-faced ninja. In my opinion. All right, let's make sure it's sharing. All right, so we can get this party started. Now listen.
Really, where you are right now in life, you're moving on up.
So
I'm
upskilling, you know.
What is
that? Funny.
So let's get into this real quick. So you two are high school sweethearts who've been together for a long time. You have 2 children, one of which I've said this to him, but I'll say it to you. You have the cutest kids. Like
I appreciate that.
Your son, like he could literally be mine, except he doesn't want him to be gay. And I want my kids to be gay. Because, you know, we just have a lot less issues. Now, so you guys been together, high school sweethearts. You met in high school.
Yeah.
Tell me what that was like. Because the Jonathan Porter pictures and the Jaidyn Alexis pictures that I've seen as kids, you guys have grown into different people. At least on the outside, maybe not.
Sure. Well, no, it was like a typical, like he's a football player type of situation. And he came to my school because it was like out of season. So he left like whatever school he was at from playing on some random shit.
Yeah, we met in PE class.
Is that where y'all met?
Yeah.
Really?
She was a freshman. I was a sophomore.
Playing what?
Nothing. We just it was like at this school, we all just like didn't matter what grade you was in. If you had PE period, you was at the same, like if we was playing basketball that day or if we was on the track or whatever, we all had the same, you know.
And he wasn't a Crip then. And you didn't have tattoos then.
No, I didn't have tattoos. He didn't either. We was
no, I was like a sophomore.
Yeah.
And I know some people from like when you were in high school. You were an athlete. You were I don't want to say a good kid because what is a good or bad kid? You were just Jonathan.
No, I was just quiet for real in football.
I would say observant, not really quiet. Observant.
But you weren't school.
Remember, guys, this interview was done October 13th, 2024. This is a year and a month old. Look at how much stuff has changed within that time. That is a short period of time for this much dramatic changes to have happened. Listen up.
Schoolyard Crip.
No. I mean, I had friends, affiliates and stuff, but I
you
never
weren't in it.
Remember, then he goes to jail shortly after all of this. So after this interview, he spent most of this year in jail, not around either Jaidyn Alexis or CashApp. He's been incarcerated. Pay attention.
Was never committed, no.
Okay. And then you guys were in PE classes together, running the track. And then at some point, you decide we've ran the track. Now let's run it back to your house. And
hell nah. How did it happen?
How did we? Oh no, we went to the movies.
Yeah.
Went to the movies like on a double date.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, and then that's just like, and we started hanging out.
Yeah.
And then when did you start feeling him like this is gonna be the one? Because to be with somebody this long, especially like, now I'm dating a Crip too.
Right.
Crips are very complicated individuals. But I also understand like the energy, and it's different.
Now, was Jason Lee joking around when he said, "Now I'm dating a Crip too"? Because if you're dating a Crip, then that's a Crip with some sweet. He got some sugar in his tank.
Different having grown up around a bunch of Bloods, and again, I love everybody. Like I'm a very much equal opportunity whore, but now I'm dating a Crip, and I understand it. Right? When did you know that? Like, okay, we're gonna go from PE, we're gonna go from going to the movies on a double date to this is gonna be my baby daddy, my man.
Well, it was like mutual. Like he started pursuing me, and then so I was like, I was for it. Like that was my type, and then we went to the movie. Like my family, if he could come over, because I knew they wasn't gonna let me go over to anybody's house they never met, because I was still just freshly like a sophomore, like, and I've never had a boyfriend.
And what's
so
your,
they would have never went for that.
What's your ethnic background?
I'm Black, white, Asian, and Mexican.
And you brought it?
Yeah, but my grandma is Black and Taiwanese, and then my mom is mixed with white. So I didn't grow up with any Mexicans in my household. It was just Black, white, and Asian.
Because people watching may not know in LA, like Black and brown is a whole different world. Like there's
100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like race is real in LA.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people get that confused about me, that they just think like I just have like some Mexican mom or something. I didn't grow up with any of my Mexican heritage around me that much. So it was just a Black, white, Asian household.
So race was never an issue.
No, it was never that. The issue was just having a guy come over, like, that I just had to ask, like, can he come over? Like, and we hang out.
Yeah, so she basically grew up in a family full of females.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Your dad wasn't there?
No.
Where's your dad?
In jail.
Is he still in jail?
Yeah.
Okay. So he's been in jail for how long?
Well, he's in and out, but I think this last time he's going to stay in there. But I haven't seen him since I was
he's
like.
He's going to stay in there.
And you're 25.
Yeah.
And you're 26.
Yeah.
And so when you guys started dating, you were how old?
13.
So y'all were dating all the way since 13?
Uh-huh.
And was this your first boyfriend?
Yeah, like my first official boyfriend.
And you brought him home at what age?
Like 14, 15.
Yeah, you'd have got your ass kicked.
But it was 14. On some everyone was hanging out at the McDonald's, but they wouldn't let me do that. So it was either I'm gonna just probably go do that, or can we just come hang out here
in supervision of the family?
Of course, yeah. Nobody was never not home.
Right.
Like it was never that.
Okay, so did you lose your virginity to him?
Yes.
Got it. And
make sure y'all hit the like button,
because everybody in here has seen your penis. I mean, we literally have texted to each other. I mean, everybody's laughing. Y'all are messy. Can y'all let me do my interview? Oprah doesn't put up with this.
Damn.
Let me do my thing. Mm-hmm. No, okay. So you're dating Jonathan. Family's accepted him. Now you're evolving into teenagers. Do you go to prom with him?
Yeah. We went to his prom.
Why didn't you go to your prom?
He was away at college.
Yeah, I went to college.
So I didn't go to mine. But I went to his, and I went to like all his stuff.
Okay, and so you're dating the athlete. You were an athlete in high school too?
No.
Okay, you were just the pretty girl hanging out with the other pretty girls talking about the athlete boyfriend.
No, she was just regular pretty much.
Yeah, I wasn't like I didn't play sports. I didn't really have that many friends. I go like just now I stick to myself. I only have a couple friends now. Like it's been the same.
You're actually pretty likable.
Thank
you. Know? You know, I'm asking you a lot of questions because you get a lot of hate online.
Yeah.
And it's because of him.
Well, she's
that's fine.
You know. Crips. Okay, so now because the other thing I think is crazy is when I see him get a lot of hate, and I understand why he gets hate. He, privately or personally, he's a good guy.
Right.
You guys are.
I'm really a good guy, Jason.
You are.
If everybody would just give me a chance. I'm really a nice guy.
Full of it.
Well, you gotta give yourself a chance. We'll talk. And then you lose your virginity to him, but you were a nigga, so like you had already lost your virginity. Right.
Many
okay.
times.
Got it. Okay. And then while you're dating as kids growing up into young adults, when does the first break happen? And are you faithful to her as your, kids growing into this young love?
So in the beginning, that's what you're asking about, right?
Yeah.
You're asking about the beginning. You're asking if I've been a cheater my whole life, huh?
We'll get there. That question.
That's what you're asking.
Yeah, it's coming.
Well, the answer is yes, Jason. I've been a cheater my whole life.
Yeah.
Really?
He sure has.
Is it because see, I think the reason why men are cheaters, and I do believe all men cheat,
the woman allows it,
is because people are afraid to have the conversation about hall passes and having untraditional relationships. I don't personally believe that I was put on this earth to just be with one person, but I'm honest with the people that I'm with.
Do you think that everyone's ready at a certain time?
That's all that matters. I
think that when, me and Floyd Mayweather always talk about this, like he's kind of put the rolling credits out there and you see the movie. So if you choose to star in it, you know the film. You can't sign up to star in the movie and then change the script.
Agree.
Yeah. So, but I'm not necessarily siding with you.
We're not talking about you. We're talking about a general.
Yeah, very general. Because you're a different. There's gonna be a study about you at some point, for real.
They're gonna put you under a microscope. Like, what was wrong with this?
You're gonna be a study in a university. I promise you, this is gonna be a course. Okay, so you've always been a cheater. Is it just you've always wanted to just sleep with different people, or is it that you just never?
No, it's just
it's in men.
People always want to sleep with me.
Wow.
You just comply.
Jason, I ain't gay. Feel me?
I know.
You feel me? So when these women's want to lay down, I might be tired.
So you just lay down.
You feel me? My feet might hurt, JC. You feel me? I might need a break.
This is the same Blueface that is in jail. So what's going to change him in that thought process now? He's joking, but he's behind the joke be the truth.
See what I'm saying?
So the break means you need to lay down, because if you're tired, you go to sleep, but you lay down and you don't go to sleep.
Exactly. That's what he's saying.
So
and when you laugh with him, all you're doing is giving them the green light to do it more as a woman.
As you're dating him, and
not at first.
Okay, at first you were faithful.
No, I'm saying you don't go to sleep at first.
No, I know you get put to sleep, or you put I know the process. I'm gay, you're not, but it's pretty much the same thing.
Process.
Well, yes. It's not the same thing, but whatever.
Yes.
Okay, so you're dating, young love. You're always a cheater. Like, you're always a person that's promiscuous. Where did the promiscuity, where did the need to just sleep with a bunch of people? Was it your community? Was it lack of having that father figure in the household? Or do you had a father? I don't know. Because last time you were here, you really didn't answer shit.
And they just want me, man. What? You feel me? I'm one man. I can't turn down everybody, Jason. You feel me?
But it seems like sometimes you don't turn down anybody.
He might not have he's not gonna have a ride home if he keeps talking.
You gonna disrespect me like that, Jason?
Okay. So
I turned down plenty of women, Jason.
Okay. So your young love, do you know that he's?
No. Okay. So at first I didn't have any idea, but everyone actually is crazy because everyone warned me. They were like, "Oh, you're talking to so and so." I'm like, I mean, it's nothing like that yet. Like, why? Like, what's tea for real? And they would be like, "Oh, he's And I'm like, but why?
Who was saying that?
The homegirls.
When I was young?
Yes. They would tell me. So I'm like,
Good thing you
but I didn't really listen. I was just like, are you being a hater? Or are you just like, or was you trying to talk to him? It wasn't going well or something? I don't know. I didn't really feed into it because I'm not the type of person that's like, you could tell me something that's not going to feed how I, if I'm going to learn him first or not. Because I judge everyone equally. Like, they might not like you, but what if I friend or not, whatever.
And sometimes your homegirls that don't got no man be the loudest ones.
You see what I'm saying? So I just was like,
all the time.
all right, he asked me. So then I'm like, I'm gonna see how I feel. So I end up like fucking with him for a while, and it ended up just being long term. And I was like, well, you know, whatever. But then I find out like other stuff came to be.
And you accepted it?
No, I didn't accept it. We would break up at times.
But you would go back?
He would come back.
We did all our toxic stuff.
He would come back. I didn't go back.
We did all our toxic stuff in high school. Put it that way.
Well, you're still.
Oh, sorry, guys. And that's how it was when he was with Jaidyn Alexis and CashApp. Anytime he was back with Jaidyn, that's because he went back to Jaidyn. And you just heard her say it out of her own mouth. And she ain't lying about that part.
Doing toxic shit.
Meaning, I'm saying between me and her.
Okay,
you know,
got it.
She did her things where she would, you know, wander off.
So you had other men?
Not other men, but like she would like entertain people. Like in high school though, you know? Like before I took her virginity and whatnot. So like we met, she didn't just give me the draws, you feel me?
Yeah, no, that didn't happen like that.
I fucked with her for like a year, but in between that year, you know, when I would do my thing, she would, you know.
We wasn't serious until that year. Like he took my virginity, but he wasn't still being serious.
But in that year, were you falling in love? Like, cause you guys have guys have a bond that's when it's this long and this much history and all that. I mean, absent what we see on social media, I'm just trying to like lay the foundation.
Yeah.
Like there was a real relationship established with.
The bond was only that they were used to each other. Okay, they were comfortable. I'm not trying to say it may have been one point in time they was in love with each other, but as soon as he met Rock, that was all downhill for both of them. That love went right up. That in love went out the window.
Respect, and it was a journey getting to the other stuff.
Exactly. So yeah, within that year, I was growing like feelings for her. You know, because I always had other women, you know, but it's always one that just has my feelings at the time. You know?
What do feelings for a woman look like to you?
To me,
like, do you have feelings for women? For a woman?
I'm more looking for like a partner. Than like a woman, you know,
like a companion.
Yeah, you know, I'm looking
partner
for a partner,
in crime.
Somebody that can fill the void, fill in the blanks, and then vice versa.
What's the void?
Dealing with him.
Much, Jason. All I need
dealing
is
with
somebody
him.
to
Cook.
Keep my house clean.
Yep.
My God.
Go ahead.
Feel me?
House
Feed
clean.
me. Feel me? Fuck me. And just, you know,
listen, basically.
Listen, yeah, but like let the dog in and out, you know, when I'm not around, you know. Like Jason, look, I need.
Your baby's father was a dog.
I understand that. I realized that a long time ago. Because why not have one?
Well, I can tell you why. I don't have one, but that's.
No, I'm saying a partner.
No, I understand. A companion.
A partner.
Yes.
Like,
because life is easier when you're going through it with somebody.
Thank you.
I mean, that's fair. But it's also making sure you choose the right person to go through it.
I'd much rather be miserable with her than be miserable by myself.
Okay, we're gonna get to this. Because see, I really feel like I can just say, sitting here with both of you, the energy is very different than our last interview.
Yeah. Good or bad?
Great.
I think it's different in a good way. Okay. But it's also different in a interesting way because we still haven't gotten into all the toxicity. Because right now people are watching, and there's a couple rumors that I want to just clear up. Everybody believes that I am Team Jaidyn because of you, and let me just be no shade.
No, I know I don't even think that.
Team Jaidyn.
No shade. Let me be very clear. I'm Team Hollywood Unlocked. I love Blueface. Everybody knows. I've told you if you're my fans that he's my celebrity crush.
Too.
And so because he's not gay, I went and found my own crib. So Jaidyn, you and I can do a double date when Crip Day comes to town.
See, we can do that.
Jason, see, look, I felt like it was a couple times.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Because don't pull me into this shit. Couple times what?
A
couple times.
Couple times what?
He was being a little
flirtatious.
You know, I've been meaning to talk to you about that shit, but
what did he do? I didn't say nothing.
But I fuck with you.
Listen.
So I ain't never, you feel me?
Listen.
I don't think he means no harm.
Listen. I'm 50 days sober. The last time I saw them out in Miami,
tell them the truth.
I had a few drinks, and I knew he was at the club, going to be at the club. So I went on, put on a blue outfit. I show up the Crips the way that I'm supposed to show up. I showed up. I saw Jaidyn in the cut. He was very menacing, very flirtatious as an Aquarius. He's putting the social media together. He puts me on blast. He says, Hollywood, I didn't even know he did this. He tagged and said, Jason Lee and Hollywood Unlocked approve this. Put them in the thing. All my fans are going crazy on Twitter. I'm like, what's happening? Chrisean unfollows me. I'm like, what's happening? And now I'm sucked into this thing that he created. This is why I know he is a serial killer. Hold on. And then
you ain't sucked into nothing.
Well,
Jason.
pause. So I'm sorry.
Ain't sucked into no thing.
But you can't tell a gay
on
person.
This side of the
you
couch.
can't pause a gay person. Wait, I can't pause a straight person? I'm gay, I can't pause. Fuck it. Pause. Possible deniability.
I put you on pause. You can't put me on pause.
So I'm talking to him and we're talking and I said, can I be honest with you? And he said, yeah. I said, okay. You're my celebrity crush. And he just said, I already knew that. And he went on about the conversation, but what I liked in the moment was, I have this thing where I can get along with drug dealers, gangsters, celebrities, broke, billionaires. I love people and people just have accepted me. And I do, what I like about our friendship is you accept me for who I am. I can be who I want to be around you. And I like that you felt comfortable enough that night when you met me, because people typically don't, to just be yourself around me without it being weird. And I say all that as a joke. Y'all know I'm gonna talk about him when he's not around, but whatever. But you always treat me with respect, and I always feel the love.
I'm not homophobic. I don't got nothing against you. Your lifestyle, your preference.
Yeah.
Shit, I love people too, man. As long as you fuck with me, I fuck with you. So
as he's taking his clothes off.
He was trying to take it off back there.
Remember that show where Mariah Carey stripped down on MTV? That's not happening here on the Jason Lee Show. We don't do that.
I wanted to get you a chance to meet me like how I do everybody else, because I know that it's obvious something was going on prior to meeting me. A lot of people that way. Yeah. So, I appreciate the opportunity.
No, I like that. I like that. But I like the organic intrigue, but I want to clear up. He said I was Team Jaidyn Alexis. So all of you now, all the fans think that I've sided and I'm somehow applying. And you did another thing that was shady. And this is what I'm telling you.
Shady? You were shady too, though. At the club.
What'd I do?
We met and we was cool, but then you pulled that sign out.
Congratulations.
And I didn't say nothing. I didn't get mad.
You had just had a baby.
No,
but you was shady, though.
It was messy.
You was messy. And that's
well,
fine.
I sent y'all a bottle. And for both of you to drink, but I couldn't congratulate you because I couldn't congratulate you because you were in Miami with him while he was having the baby in LA.
Understandable.
Well, I thought it was LA, but I guess it was Baltimore, right? Where the baby was born?
No comment.
And don't care.
I don't know where that baby was born, man. Next question is get back on topic, Jason.
See, you know what? This is what I want to point out to you. You know how Blueface just said, I don't know where that baby was born at. This is what I always say when he was messing with Jaidyn Alexis and CashApp. I was like, Blueface act like he don't care what nobody think about him. He gonna say whatever's on his mind and whatever. But behind closed doors, trust and believe, he's saying one thing to Jaidyn and something else to CashApp, and it sounds just like what he just said. I don't know where that baby was born at. Like he don't care. But you were just with her like yesterday. Now you're back with Jaidyn, so it's like like the heck with CashApp. Blueface flip-flops, and I hope that Chrisean doesn't allow when they have a fallout that he's gonna go over there to Jaidyn, because we know Jaidyn, just to get back at CashApp at this present time, she will definitely let him stay at her house and play house until he's ready to go back to CashApp. Because Jaidyn feels like she's got to get CashApp back low key. Trust me. Trust me when I tell you that.
Meanwhile, when they were here last time, him and in the thing, did you not know that she had a baby on the way that day?
I don't know nothing about nothing. Next question, Jason. Get to the good question.
That's a great question, because we had to put previously recorded in your interview because all the drinking and smoking that was happening in the studio, it was like the next week,
She's an adult. She can make her own decisions.
Did you know that she was pregnant then?
I don't know nothing about that.
Did she know she was pregnant?
Wow.
Nobody knows nothing about that girl.
Okay, well, allegedly. All right, so you
he
went
knows
live.
about it now.
Sorry, something.
Recently, we're gonna work our way around. There's so much here. Saying you were like, yeah, you're breaking down the timeline things you said, and Jason Lee was planning the
You're crazy,
the baby shower.
Tiffany.
Threw me all in the conversation
You was
about a baby.
planning that
I did. I'll take admission for that, but that only made it look more,
No.
Plotacious.
Circus like.
You were planning the baby shower. You did ask me to help.
Right.
We were in a group text. Asking was because you were coming
I
over
just wanted you
to help put it together
in, the situation.
because I'm classy.
Exactly.
And then I tried to put it together, and then it abruptly came to an end. And then we understood later why it came to an end because you've been very vocal about that.
Exactly.
But I wasn't planning. I'm not in the baby shower thing.
No, you weren't planning. You just middleman me to somebody, to the planner.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the reason why I ask is because since you left this show, it has been a roller coaster on social media with trying to figure out who you're with. And sometimes I don't even know if you know, like you just wake up and it's.
I know. What do you mean? I promote it. I present it every single day.
Okay, so when you left the show, you guys had this whole roller coaster, and then it seemed like at some point she got off the ride or you got off the ride, and then you went home. Were you always home? What has been your situation together? Like, have you guys always been a family unit?
Okay, this is how I started. She was 8 months pregnant. Chrisean got the Jonathan pussy tattoo.
I was way earlier.
Chrisean got the Jonathan pussy tattoo.
We heard it.
She took my car. She took the kids. She went and said, "I'm never coming back."
She was 8 months
No,
pregnant.
I wasn't eight. I wasn't 8 months. I was like 3 months pregnant. 4 months. I was finding out the gender at that point.
Okay.
And that's
you got the Jonathan pussy tattoo.
No, I didn't. I was 4 months pregnant, living at the house, and then that's what happened.
CashApp got
4 months pregnant. What's her name? Got that?
She was living with you 4 months pregnant with the second child.
And I was living there for about like 2 years prior to that.
Yeah. She's been living with me. We already been.
So when you were here at the show with the other person,
I think I had gave birth by then.
Okay.
Yeah, it was already.
We might have to date check, but I wasn't living at the house when that happened.
Okay.
When I came here, what's her name? She gave birth already.
Okay.
So when she was 4 months, I'm telling you how it transpired.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, he be flip-flopping.
She got that tattoo. She like, that's not business. You fucking with her. I'm out of here. She left, took the kids.
Took his car.
Took my car.
And just left.
I'm texting her like for a week. Come back. You don't gotta do this. Come back.
You left like not telling him where you were going?
Yeah,
not at all.
She just left.
I just told him, I said, if you're not here in the next hour, I'm gone. He wasn't there. I said, boom, I'm out. Bags was packed already. I wasn't playing that because I was, obviously when you're pregnant, when you first start getting pregnant, that the hormones is crazy. But I also he was already on his own, like, it was just more than that. That was just like the icing on the cake.
Yeah, my mom was there too.
Yeah, so it was just icing on the cake to the whole situation. I was just like, bro, you're doing too much. You wanted to have this baby. You actually begged, you wanted me to get off birth control. So I got off birth control.
Oh, that's
tried
what
it for
I
a year and
wanted
it finally
to say.
happened.
Thank you for bringing that up, Diana.
But now,
okay, if you're a woman and you're in this situation, and this is of this year, all right, we all know that ChriseanRock is married to Blueface, okay? Blueface is saying it, and ChriseanRock saying it in their own way. Let's say it like that. They haven't came out, but family has exposed. What just happened? Hold on, what just happened? What? Hello, guys. Can you hear me? Hold on, guys. I don't know what just happened. Hey guys, I don't know what just happened, but hold on 1 second so I can pull this back up. Okay, so while I'm pulling this back up, I want you to answer this question. If you are with, say, Blueface, and this just happened recently, and we just found out, now you can answer the question. We find out they were married all along. Jaidyn is just the baby's mother, but CashApp is the wife. Do you think that is disrespectful for Blueface to have Jaidyn Alexis come into those court appearances as a support system, but you got your wife there as well? Put a Y in the chat if you think it was disrespectful, and put an N in the chat if you don't think it wasn't disrespectful. I want to see how many Y's and N's I get. So Y for it was disrespectful, and you don't see it as being disrespectful. Things that make you go, as I pull this up. Because I'm curious to how people are going to answer that question. All right, let me share this video. I see one Y. I guess you're the only one that heard it. Thank you, Netta. Let me see. Jaidyn got his bank books, and Jaidyn, I know, depends on herself. Yeah, again. Well, at this point, Diane Long, she probably could get the jewelry and all the worldly possessions of Blueface because she's married to him now. She'll be stealing from herself if he thinks that she's gonna take something from him. That's how I look at that. That's how I look at that.
Like once I got to that point at 8 months, we wasn't cool. But when I first initially left and moved out, I was 4 months and I had just found out the gender and stuff. We was gonna have a gender reveal, and I left because he's playing games.
And so when you're 4 months pregnant with her, mom is there, mom is burning down the internet, Beyonce's internet every day.
Yeah.
Are you waking up in the morning with her in your home and then in the evening having sex with Chrisean? Like what?
Hell no. So I'll probably see Chrisean like 2 times out of the week.
Very disrespectful, Latina, right?
I'll be at home for the rest of the time being. And then once she left, I gave her like a week, Jason. I hit her up, come back, please. You feel me? Come back. She like, no, I want to go get my own thing. I want to do my own thing. I told her I'll help you. We can put it in our name. No, I want to do it my way. Wait, let me finish my story. My way.
He sounds like how when he's always talking about he's gonna help, I'm gonna help you, CashApp. He's always trying to get people with he's gonna help them. So he can have something to throw back in their face later on.
Go ahead.
Jason. The next bitch in, Jason.
He's so disrespectful.
No, okay. So he playing. I don't know what he's
doing in the game.
He ain't even funny.
Because this is the one you were gonna build with.
Yeah.
This is the one that you already had one kid, 1.5 with, getting along decently with moms, but now you're starting to fall out. Hormones are kicking in.
I think that's what also trickled into it is because I was just like, she started getting on my nerves, and then he was getting on my nerves, and I'm pregnant, and just all annoying. It's all fucking annoying, and I was just over it, and then I just wanted to I was like, I'm gonna leave.
Were you leaving because he was getting on your nerves, or you were leaving because he was going between you and Chrisean?
I was leaving for the whole situation because it was like, yeah, you doing this and that in the private, right? But in this home, I'm irritated with what's going on in here. They not doing this and they not doing that, and I'm not gonna. Yeah, like it was just like it's too much. Like no. I just didn't want to put up or have to clean up after nobody, and it's like, why am I doing this?
Arguing about that, like who's cleaning up?
So the issues that you were having with him in the relationship and why you left had nothing to do with what was happening externally.
It did. It had something to do with it. It was just like how, like it's just weird. Like why, you know what I'm saying? You saying that this is that situation, like it's a business situation. So then why is that happening? And then obviously he's gonna lie about it and sugarcoat it.
Yeah,
I'm not going for that. And then now in the house, it's like I can't even be peaceful in the house. So that's what really triggered me as a pregnant person. I was just like, I'm triggered, and you playing around externally also. So it's like, so outside and inside, I'm not gonna be cool. It's not gonna work.
But you were talking about as you were growing up in young love.
They're beating around the bush, but pretty much Jaidyn's trying to say she's having problems with Carlissa in their house. When the husband and her came there. Then on top of that, to make matters worse, Blueface is lying, talking about CashApp and him are only business, but yet and still he's sleeping with her. That's what she was trying to say.
Love and growing into the young adults and having the kid. And when you have a kid, the bond is different because you're not just talking about each other. You're talking about your family. You're talking about the kid. You're talking about all these adult things. He's growing into becoming Blueface. So Jonathan is gone. Blueface is here. Fame is happening. Now people are they're invested in your relationship. So there's all of that. And then he has Chrisean. What part of was there a conversation as you were growing into Blueface, Jaidyn, and Chrisean fame and all of that, where it was like, look, if you have a female on the side, I don't care as long as it doesn't affect what we got? Or were you accepting of it ever, or was it always a problem?
No, I was never accepting of it. It just like it was overstepping its boundaries, like how he would downplay everything, and then he would downplay it on the internet, like, oh, why are you getting this tattoo? Why are you doing this? And da da da. He would downplay it. So I'm like, okay, cool. Then I guess that's how somebody want to look.
He
That's
was
not
lying,
me,
not downplaying.
But once I started not being happy in the home and you doing too much, like they posting their new tattoos and all that, I wasn't going to be mentally stable to take care of Javon and carry another child living in the home, having to deal with his mom, having to deal with this, having to deal with him not coming home, having to deal with this person, all that. I had to take a mental note for myself and for the kids outside of him. Like, am I going to be able to do this staying here or not?
And
so I chose to, I'm going to separate myself. You do what you got to do. And when you figure yourself out, let me holler at me.
Where'd you go?
I got my own place. I went and stayed with my mom for a couple of days and then got my own place. And that was it. And then I stayed there for a little while.
And did you cut him off? Were you still talking? Was it just
I tried to not have him in my home.
Yeah, no, she didn't cut him off.
I tried to not have him in my home.
I want you to know where I stay. You can't come in.
Okay, maybe I was being petty. Whatever.
I'm like, damn.
Maybe I was being petty. I don't give a fuck.
I can't know where the kids is at.
No, maybe I was being petty. Like, I don't care. He knew where I was at, but he didn't know the number. Like, you couldn't get upstairs. I don't care. Or maybe I was being petty, but it was just like too much going on. And what eventually he was able to come upstairs, but it was just like I had to set like maybe like arm distance. I had to arm distance. I had to step on him for a little while. Like it was too much.
Oh, do you feel like, because we've all seen it? I mean, we know. Do you feel like you were digmatized? Where like no matter what he did, no matter how he embarrassed you, no matter how he did it with his thing.
No,
or was the dick so good that it was okay, or did you feel like he's gonna find his way home?
Your little sugar and
I don't know how to ask questions other than just ask, so I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Tell him, was the dick so good, or what? Just tell him that's what he really wants to know.
No, okay, so yeah, it's great and all that, 10 out of 10, but highly recommend.
This was Dancing with the Stars. This nigga would get the trophy.
No, it wasn't that though. I just, obviously I always have this. I didn't come from like a mom and dad, all together as one.
So
that.
she gonna have her family.
Always hope was to just have the kids have that, but I think
so you always wanted to have the family.
I definitely want that, and I long for that. So it's like I want that for the kids. I want that so much, but at some point, like how I separated myself that time, if it wasn't worth that or wasn't worth my mentality, I wasn't going to be able to. I was going to be so.
See, Jaidyn got caught up with her own generational curse. Have that, setting and growing up in my life. I didn't have a mother and father, so I wanted my kids to have that. So you sacrifice your happiness for your kids. I get it. But sometimes you can't do that with all men, because sometimes you can give them an inch, they're going to take a mile. And that's what Blueface did. And that's how it got out of control. She's admitting that she was staying in the situation and being accepting of it because of what she didn't have growing up, that she wanted her kids to have. And Blueface took advantage of that because, on the pillow talk time, she was telling him, I didn't have this growing up, and I want my children to be in your life. I want them to know their mother and father. So this is why I deal with this with you, because I want to be a family dynamic, because I didn't have that growing up. And so Blueface is like, oh, okay. And he took advantage of it. His thought process wasn't her thought process. Her thought process was thinking maturely. His was, this is my way of being able to get away with what I want to do, and she's not going to go anywhere, and she's not going to do it back to me, and I can have the best of both worlds. Why buy the cow when the milk is for free?
So consumed with that, I couldn't take care of them, and I need to remove myself, then I had to do that. But I was open to, I would never turn him down from seeing them, whether he's using that as an excuse to do whatever, to come see them, then fine. If I want him to be around.
Were either one of you using the kids to make it okay for you all to be together?
I wasn't. I don't know. I don't think he would do that either. I think if I said we can meet at the park, he would do that anyway. So
the Jonathan's pussy tattoo, where did that come from?
Why does that matter, Jason Lee? Like, really?
I never told that girl to get one single one of those tattoos. After the third one, I was like, all right, you're gonna do it anyway. What the fuck?
That's when she got Blueface on her neck, or she has two, I think, on her neck or something. I can't.
No, I don't even fucking remember the first one, but after, like, the first one, I was like, it's kind of unprofessional. It's gonna make this relationship look like it's not business, Because at the same time, I'm trying to feed, tend to her, like,
Wait, your relationship with Chrisean was business?
Yeah, that's how we started.
I know how it's.
We did the show.
Yes.
I seen her star qualities. I said, yo, I want to.
The show was the Blueface
Blue Girls Club.
Blue Girls Club on OnlyFans.
Yep.
Okay. So you saw her potential. You said that here. Then you saw that you could make a business thing out of it with her.
Yeah.
And you all had that conversation?
Yeah. I was always telling her it was business. It was business.
And she knew that.
I'm promoting her. Yeah.
She participated in that.
Yeah.
And
100%.
accepted it.
No, not participated.
Well, not in the other side of it. Chrisean kind of made it like seem way unprofessional, and then she was just like, "You fucking lying right now. Like nobody's gonna get this tattoo." You feel me? Like, so then Then
Well, I first learned Chrisean the
He's
day I called Wack to
this
understand
again,
why the police had to be called
married.
to get her out the house. She tried to say she had clothing in, and remember they came and couldn't find anything, and they were trying to kick her out.
He's gonna try to pull this stunt, my opinion, again. Even though they're married, it's to Blueface. He feels like he owns both of them anyways. So what? He has a legal piece of paper for one of them. What's going to change is the question. I don't think, in my opinion, nothing's going to change.
In the conversation I had with Wack, sorry, Wack, he's here. He was like, he was trying to get her away from you, and you were fighting with him to keep her around. What was it about her that made you keep her when people around you that you respected were trying to get her out? Was it that you loved her? Was it because you saw the business opportunity, or both?
No, I'm just big on appreciation. That's all I ever need is a thank you, appreciate it. And at the time, she was giving like vast majority of that, like even the people around me, like she was so appreciative that she made other people want to be appreciative in a way. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, I appreciated that. And then that's all it was.
But that was also around the time you were kicking your mom and sister out, and then they end up getting in a fight together. Do you feel like she was making up for the appreciation you weren't getting from your family?
Just from anybody, honestly, from anybody. Like,
you see
I noticed that when I'm around people,
see how Jaidyn is so uncomfortable?
They begin to
You're
think
telling
that
her
I'm
body
like
language.
normal, I'm regular. The position that we're sitting in together, they start to feel like it's normal.
She's like, I could punch him in the face right now.
And usually that's when I kind of be like, oh, you kind of forgetting. You're like, no, you're thinking like, no, don't forget,
Do you feel like it was non-appreciation or taking advantage? Because I thought around that time, if I could remember, because I remember you throwing your mother's stuff out, your sister's stuff out. I felt like you were kind of in the rise of your career. You had the 𝗡𝗘𝗫𝗧 remix with Cardi. Everything was happening. The buzz. You had the football field at your house. You were playing football. Like you were happy, but it always seemed like you were dealing with some shit. Was it all around that time where you were just tired of everybody's shit and you were getting this appreciation from her?
No, it was just at the time where everyone
I was being doggish.
living in my house. So it's me, her, my mom, her husband, the kids. So it's like everybody in that household was just like.
Listen, look at Jaidyn's body language. I'm telling you, this is a classic right here. Look at even if she tried to hide it, her body movements are telling that none of this, what he's saying, she's ever been down with, and she's not comfortable with.
Expecting more of me, you know, and not appreciating the position that I'm putting them in. They want me to give them the whole game, you know. They want me to put them in $1 million house instead of working with me to buy the $1 million house. Get me?
And don't downplay it. Just like hands were being put on CashApp by Blueface, trust and believe the reason why, like even in this interview, Jaidyn Alexis, in my opinion, was low key, you know, and she was uncomfortable, but she didn't get ghetto with it, is because you know that that Jonathan was laying hands on her too. Trust and believe he was. Trust and believe. We know that. This is why he had 2 DVs, one with Jaidyn Alexis and one with CashApp, because the only thing different between CashApp and Jaidyn was that CashApp went to the public when he put hands on her. But he was putting hands on both of them, thinking that that was the way to.
So it was at that time. And then at that time, she was like, I'm ready to do whatever. Tattoo, that. But
make sure y'all hit that like button, please.
I'll jump off this cliff for you right now. You feel me? So I'm like, damn, all right, fuck.
Did you see that as love, or did it translate as I'll do whatever it takes to get the bag?
Well, that's what I see it as now. At first, I was, you know, confused by it. You know, it was a great tactic. It worked.
To get you.
Yeah, it worked. But now, you know, because, you know, you don't know who you really are until you get some money. Until you know, buy what you really want to buy and do what you really want to do. So once you see somebody, you know, doing what they really want to do, then you're like, okay, I see, you know, you were just having a moment of desperation, a moment of no way out. So, you know.
But as somebody as calculated as you, when she beat up your mom and your sister, didn't you feel like she crossed the line? I mean, where was the line?
You would have thought that would have
been
her
my mom, my
crossing the
sister
line.
crossed the line just because they had no respect, you know. Prior, my mom, my sister crossed the line with me.
You know what? You see how he just made that make sense? He did that even with CashApp and with Jaidyn. Every time things happen in that relationship, that triangle relationship, right? Between the 3 of these two. Well, 3 of them. I said 3 of these two. He's always never in the wrong. He even just defended that it was his mother. And what he, the decision that he made to allow, you know, CashApp to jump on his mother, it was validated. He can never be wrong, Bluefaces. That's why I say that he has a lot of narcissistic ways. I should not be calling him a narcissist because I don't know him well enough. But he has narcissist behaviors.
Fuck her. They crossed the line with me years prior, you know? So I'm like, okay, you guys already have a habit of coming and fucking shit up. So this is one of those times.
You're such a good person to interview right now. What is making you show up like this? Because the last time you were here, I ain't gonna lie, I had a crush. So you could have fucking sang Mary Had a Little Lamb. I wouldn't have gave a fuck. But that was a hard ass. I'm gonna tell you right now, I've never earned my money more than that interview with y'all two. And when y'all left, I think we all needed therapy. But today you're so pulled together. Is it because this is a part of the master plan?
Bro, you in this master plan.
Because you're like Pinky in the Brain, bro. You're like, I don't know. It's like I see Pinky in the Brain when I see you. Or is this
person you're dealing with just has a lot of effect on you. Just put it that way, you know?
So she has this calming, soothing.
Yeah, they're different people.
Effect.
Different people.
Myself, you know, I can say what I want to say.
And you could be yourself with CashApp too.
You know, grab me in your face.
Stop saying what you
Stop saying, being myself.
So while you see him, Chrisean beating up his mom and sister. You're over mom anyway. You moved out, but they're doing all this, and this brand that they've built, this business is looming and growing on social media. Where are you, and what are you thinking?
Where am I? I was at home with Javon being pregnant at that time when the whole fighting thing was going on. But I just I was just sitting back like, see, that's why. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just like, it's corny. And I mean, I don't know. Obviously it takes like a fly on the wall to know what was going on, but I don't know what exactly transpired. I know that his mom and sister can push buttons, but for me, I probably wouldn't have taken it there just because out of respect, you know,
That's
I mean,
right.
but different raisings, raise different people. But I don't know. I just was looking at it like, ugh.
Were you guys still having sex then when all that was like?
I don't know if I had seen him in a minute at that time when that happened. Because for a little while I wasn't really seeing him as much.
Yeah, she actually walked in on me
having sex with Chrisean?
Before I moved out.
I was getting some head. I wasn't having sex.
Before I moved out, I was coming home for the gender reveal, and
coming home for a gender reveal.
Now, see how he didn't have to bring that up in the interview? That's what I mean by disrespect. That's part of Blueface's personality. Why did you? That wasn't going to be mentioned. Jason Lee's not a psychic. He wouldn't have asked you about that time. And you seen how Jaidyn just looked at him? He just goes above and beyond the call of duty to be disrespectful.
Hold on. Wait.
Let her tell her story. Excuse me. You said she makes you feel calm enough to tell yours. I want her to feel calm enough to tell hers. Go ahead. So you're coming home for the gender
basically what
reveal.
happened is like
everybody in the studio's mouth is open right
after
now.
the whole tattoo thing, right? I left for a couple of days. I took his car, took the kid, whatever. We had a gender reveal planned for that weekend though. I left like on Monday. The gender reveal is for Saturday or Sunday, right? I left for a couple of days. He's texting me. I'm not really answering. I'm like, fuck you, whatever. But all my shit is there. So I'm like, the day before the gender reveal, I'm like, oh, I'm finna pull up and set up. I'm finna set up, blah, 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 blah. And
the day before.
And he's like, but he's texting me like, you know.
Wait, and the gender reveal, you guys were planning to do it together?
At the house.
The day before the gender reveal at the house where you're going to right now.
Yeah. And then and all my stuff was there. So I was just like, okay, cool. I'm telling the story.
I'm gonna tell my story.
So then the day before, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna come get all my stuff. I'm gonna set up for the gender reveal. He's like, yeah, come get your stuff, blah, 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 whatever. I don't care. I'm like, all right, cool then. I'm like texting him about an hour before I'm actually there. I'm on the way, right? Just because I don't know what's going on. If you don't want to be there, don't be there, then I don't care. He doesn't reply, but I'm like, well, I'm down the street. I'm going to go anyway. All my stuff is there.
Did you have a key to the house?
Yeah, so I just walked in and I wasn't expecting that. And then I hear music, so I'm just like, oh, whatever. I don't know what's going on. And then I walk up, I'm like, hey.
Wait. What kind of music is playing? Is it like Something in My Heart by
it wasn't
Michelle
anything. It wasn't anything in particular. No, it wasn't anything in particular or nothing crazy. I just was like, oh, maybe he can't hear me or maybe he's in the shower. So I walk upstairs and that's what's going on. I'm like, you're weird, bro. Like,
wait, so you open I have you here. You open the door and what's happening? Just give us a visual.
They on the bed and he just looked like a goofball. Like, he just looks like a deer in headlights. Like, and I'm just like, what's good? That's when, that's like the whole situation where she went on Shade Room. Like she did this and she did that, but I was the first one to buck. So I don't know what that is all about, but we know what happened in that room.
Wait, y'all got in a fight?
I wanted to.
Did she have her tooth in at the time or no?
No.
Okay. So
remember, this was October 2023. So this is November 2024. So it was a year and a month ago. Okay. And this is what dramatically has changed over that year, 12 or 13 months. And that's not a lot. Because think about it. Blueface has been locked up this whole year. So this was prior to him getting locked up, because October, November, December, January. He got locked up 90 days after this interview. Remember, he's been locked up majority of the time. So this is not really considered an old interview. He's been locked up. So this was 3 months after. 3 months later, he had to surrender himself to the courts. Remember when CashApp was missing? She appears in court with the baby. Okay, that was 90 days. This interview was already out, and then he went to court 90 days later, and he was in jail and has been in jail over 7 months now. He was only supposed to do 7 months, get out in July. So now July, August, September, October. He's been in jail for 7, 8, 9, 10 months now. Okay. So 10 of them months he's been locked up since this video has came out. Well, this live interview.
Now,
Exactly.
Listen, we was butt naked, all right? Let me tell my side of the story now.
And he's so proud of it.
Let me sip. This is Red Bull, by the way.
I was
She's
sitting there,
not
come
happy
home,
at
baby.
all.
You feel me? I miss you, baby. Come back.
I know you missed her.
While you're in bed naked with
Right.
Jason, let me tell my story, all right?
This
is days prior.
Okay.
She's playing.
So you say this days prior, but then a couple of days later, you couldn't have missed it that much if you're getting head 72 hours later.
And no. All right, fuck it. She's not coming. Get in the game. Boom. I'm in the game. She lying. She came at like 8 o'clock at night. She wasn't coming to set up nothing. It was dark outside. There's no lights out there. She wasn't coming to set up
I had to let
nothing.
people in, but okay.
And it was a bad time. I was getting my dick sucked. We had the mirror set up. Something was tooted up. So she might have seen some booty hole and everything on the way in, but
was the booty hole brown? I mean, that's a song.
And besides the point, boom, she walk in, dick hard, Jason. I'm like, hold on. Baby, I can't even protect myself. They violated me, Jason.
You were the victim.
Her mama was there.
Where?
It's her and her mama.
Wait, your mom, you guys walked in the room together?
We can't. No. We can't. That's what I'm saying. I had shit in the car for the next day.
Because you were preparing.
Yes. And so then she was downstairs.
Was your mom in the room?
She was downstairs. And then when I went upstairs, so I'm not knowing what I walk into, I just went upstairs. And then she hears obviously a commotion. So she comes upstairs. I'm pregnant.
And you're naked in front of mom?
Dick hard as hell, Jason. Butt naked. Trying to break up a fight. They in here throwing cheeseburgers and shit, telephones. I'm looking at her like, what's going on? You feel me? Like what?
But why are you looking at her like what's going on when you clearly started the problem?
She left me and she said she wasn't coming back.
She was coming for a baby reveal the next day.
Listen, it's 8 o'clock at night. It's dark outside.
But it doesn't matter. It's the next day. Do you ever take responsibility?
Did she come to stay the night or set up? Which one?
Either way, if she's coming.
She left me already. What you mean either way?
So I kind of got his download on mom is up there, dick swinging. He's trying to stop both of you from beating each other up. Mom is trying to fight Rock. Cheeseburgers are being thrown. He didn't know you were coming. I believe it doesn't matter because you had the baby reveal the next day. So whether you were coming or not, you guys were still working as a family unit.
I mean, all my stuff was there. I didn't move out.
So that was still like one of your places of residence?
Yeah.
Okay, and so did you know that him and Chrisean were still involved, or it was just?
Well, I mean, I just didn't know that that's what I was walking into. You could have just said that.
But were you ever okay with him having this relationship with her it was business related?
Of course not. Of course not. That was already the situation I was in.
Okay.
And once you have a kid involved, it's not like you can just because I get mad, I can't just.
And you have not only a kid involved, you have a kid on the way.
Yeah, so it wasn't like that.
So cheeseburgers are thrown. Mom is there. He's stopping you both from killing each other. You end up leaving. You and your mom leave.
Well, yeah, it wasn't. Nobody was letting us do nothing. So come on.
Does the baby reveal still happen the next day?
Yeah, I had the baby reveal next day. I just, just didn't reply to him because it's just
because she let him.
It wasn't
do
good for the spirit. Like, nobody was gonna have a good time because everyone already knew what just happened. Like me, my mom, and all my closest people. And I obviously couldn't have it at the house where I was gonna have probably like 50 to 60 people already. So I had to downsize it to like my closest people. So I just, it wasn't this anymore. We're gonna do it a different way. And I just went about it and tucked my tit. I didn't need to run
because of him being
say like,
selfish.
oh, this is what happened. This is what he did. I need to pay him out to be nothing. I don't even know why he brought it up for real, but
because he's in an interview. That's what happens.
But it's just that wasn't relevant.
That exactly. In the Jason Lee, don't sit there and try to make it make sense. He didn't have to bring that up in no interview. He brought that up because it made Blueface look good, not Jaidyn. It wasn't relevant.
But here's the deal, right? This is why I like that we're having a real conversation. I'm not a part of any scripted show
got
that
a crush
involves
on
all of you. I'm just
don't care.
Literally interested, one, in people getting to know who you are.
For sure.
And I can see that you.
Jason Lee knows that he can never have him in no kind of light or life, no lifetime. So he don't care about what he's hearing that Blueface was doing to her.
Pissed. And that's always great for the Jason Lee show. And I see that he's actually feeling comfortable to be honest. And I didn't get that, Jonathan, last time. So I like that. I feel like I'm getting the real you, and I'm very nosy by nature, just so you know. So Let me ask you this. Women are watching. 72% of the people who watch Jason Lee are women. The other people, I think, are gay. There's like some Bloods and Crips in there mixed around. Now, the people that are watching, the women that are watching, are trying to understand. You've gone through different iterations of this relationship. You had Jonathan Porter, you had Blueface with Chrisean. Now you're having baby number 2 on the way, and you're in this situation that nobody know about. This is the first time we've heard about it, and now you're here together today. At what point have you just accepted that this is what it is, the relationship?
I think I accepted it a long time ago, for sure. Like it's not like he was gonna change anytime soon. It was what it was. We got to this point just because things transpired and the whole story just started changing. It wasn't, when I left, that was what it was supposed to be, and whatever he did.
Now she's been with him much longer than CashApp. And this was a year and a month ago that they did this interview. He went to jail 90 days after this interview, and he's been in jail ever since. That's the only reason why he hasn't been back on Jason Lee's show. Okay, so this interview was done last year. I know you guys are saying, why do you keep saying that? Because I'm going to point out a point. Nothing has changed about Blueface. She just said she was with him, childhood sweethearts. And like she said, hey, listen, it is what it is. This is him. It ain't going to change it. She's either going to be accepting of it or she's just going to leave the situation. That's what he believes in as what a man should do with the woman. He's not supposed to have one woman. Men cheat. He says this openly.
On the side, that's what you do. I don't know what you do, and that's fine. And I wasn't even interested in, coming in between what he had going on.
Because
what is the difference if he wanted girl? My name is not girl. I'm probably older than you, ma'am. But let me just say this to you. What's the difference if he wanted CashApp or not? He was cheating on CashApp as well. He's a cheater. So what is going to be so great with CashApp this time around, or even when she wasn't all that when he was dealing with Jaidyn and her. If he wanted to be with CashApp to begin with, why take it to this level of where it got to now? And the only reason why CashApp has him alter herself, in my opinion, that's why I'm watching Blueface, because I don't want him to mess up her journey, is because I know that Jaidyn removed herself from the situation. If she decided to stay in the situation, she would be sharing them still too. Point blank.
It was business related, or
just because I was pregnant and I was about to have a baby. That's not what I was chasing after. And then once I had the baby and I, started realizing, oh, I want to do this or I want to do that, then cool, we can see what that's about. But I wasn't interested or cared about what he was doing. If that's what you got to do to make a bag, do what you got to do.
So while he was doing what he needed to do to make a bag with his business partner, which is what he called it,
my client.
So were you a pimp? Because she did say you used to take her money, and you were kind of showing up at her bookings, taking her money. What was the business arrangement? Were you her manager?
That's a great question. Listen, Jason, when I met her,
we don't know, but we will see.
She didn't have an ID. She didn't have a driver's license. She didn't have a bank account.
She didn't have a tooth.
She didn't have a birth certificate. She didn't have nothing. So when I'm putting her in these positions, people want to pay you in checks. They can't give you cash. That's how that whole thing came about.
Well, she also said when she was here, you guys had a shoebox and not a bank account.
No, for the shows.
Yeah.
But I'm saying for deposits.
Yeah.
For
wires.
Check.
Yeah.
For wires. You don't have a bank account. You don't have an ID to get a bank account. You have no credentials. So I have to clear everything for you.
So was it all coming in your name?
Exactly.
But were you her manager? Were you her business partner? Were you her
I was managing
pimp?
I was managing her.
Okay.
So even from the beginning, I've never got a good review from Bringing Rock to Aiden's live stream, Chasin, anything that I took her to promotionally. I've never got a thumbs up for it. It was always, why are you bringing her? Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? I'm seeing the vision because that's why I'm bringing her. And it became what it was. But it was strictly managerial, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, we, you know, had our guilty pleasures, but that was not the focal point of.
Well, she's made it seem like you were taking advantage of her, taking her money. Do you think that's because it works for her narrative now, or was that, or is she clear that there was a conversation on how you all were structuring?
100%, because for the first 2.5 years, she didn't make $1. I just funded her. I let her stay in my other house that I had.
Was it an investment?
Huh?
Was it an investment from you? Like by letting her?
Yeah, there was an investment for me, you know? So I put out way more money on the front end. And so when the money started coming in, she's thinking I'm making it. You get what I'm saying? But you're still spending money. I still haven't made $1 that I made back. All the money that's being spent right now is the money that you're currently spending today. You know? So that's how that came about. And then she just like made that narrative.
She blew up. He had no idea. But see, that's
somehow, some way.
And so what are you thinking right now?
Lady, listen. Lady the Queen, you are so right. All of what he was doing all it was gonna do was blow her up. Even when he was trying to dog her out and throw in her face what he did for her. I don't know what just happened. I really don't know, but hold on one second.
What are we doing? Now it's too late for all that. So
right. We get the check. She spends, I fund her, new chains, whatever she likes. It's never no.
It's her money.
Are you controlling all the money though?
It's her money.
I'm not controlling anything. If she wants to go get a chain today, okay, here's a chain. Ring, everything she has was bought.
With her money.
But what I'm saying is, did she ever control the money? Like, was the money ever put in her hand to decide what she wanted to do with the money? Or was it, no?
I mean, that's not how she was never really demanding of that, Even when I tried to do that, she would be like, she almost made it seem like she didn't want that,
Well, in some relationships, the man goes home and makes all the money and the woman pays all the bills. I mean, that's in some relationships. So in this relationship, it sounds like y'all made all the money together and you handled all the bills, but she wasn't told, or she couldn't have access to anything, or she
never told.
So she got what she wanted. She had access to
everything she wanted. She's got.
But you were the mastermind behind the whole thing, so you had to figure out how to manage it all.
Exactly. Okay. I'm just managing.
I gotta facilitate. Ooh, child.
If I was making money off of this, you don't think I have a Lambo, a jet, a helicopter on standby?
You was making money off it, and I believe you take care of your family with it.
Nothing changed about my lifestyle, right? Other than going from.
I believe that the money he was holding for CashApp, and I hope that when he gets out, that she doesn't allow him to do this again. But I believe that he was spending that money on himself, family, and whatever else. I don't want to hear that he was just holding her money, and then every time she wanted something, she just got it. Because there was a few times I seen her on recordings asking him for money of hers, and he was giving her a hard time getting it. But I do believe that he spent that money on his family too.
Boss,
Jaidyn and his
manager,
kids.
worker, you know, because at this point I'm working for you.
Make sure y'all hit the like button.
I'm facilitating everything, Jason. Videos, deals. I'm working for you.
But Dick too, and that's what makes it a little different.
Jason Lee, please.
Because it's the relationship and the business, and it's all intertwined. So in her mind, did she believe she was bringing home the money so her and her man could figure out how we live and build together, while Tuesday and Thursday and Wednesday you're still going home? To her, like, I'm trying to understand all the breakdown of it all, because it seems very confusing.
The breakdown is everything we make, we spend. I'm not spending it, you're not spending. We're spending it, right? I'm not going and buying anything for myself. You might buy something for yourself, but I'm not buying nothing for myself. Make sense?
Yeah, right.
So that's how that went. So obviously, if you're not physically spending the money yourself, you think you're not spending it, right? So if you go to fucking Miami and you spend $20,000, if I spend it, you're gonna think you didn't spend it. But we made the money together.
Was any of the money that you guys were making together also taking care of the family that you had with Jaidyn?
He's gonna say no, but yes, it did.
$0. $0. If you've met her before, you've seen how sporadic. You know, that's an expensive.
Let's hope so, Queen Grandma. We're never gonna know
when you don't have a plan.
Unless even if she tells us that he's not.
Like, you know, and that's just how it was. And, you know, so after a while, I'm like when the narrative started being like freaky, I'm like,
what was the narrative that started changing for you that made you raise a brow and go, wait, hold on?
Man, we probably made money for like 6 months. After 2.5 years of hardship and me.
Not only do they have a kid together, that they should be considerate of this situation, even though he's a felon, but they're married. They're legally married. You can't say that his wife can't be around her husband because he's a felon. No, she's married to him now legally. She has a husband that's a felon.
He just doing everything. And then it was just like, I made enough. You've made your money back. I don't owe you anything. Then I'm like, huh? Like, you think I put this time, this effort, this energy into this to make what I put into it?
Sky Blue.
Does that make sense to you?
No.
Are you doing this show to make?
Everybody wants an ROI, which is a return on their investment.
Thank you.
And
that's all I asked her out of this situation. And even with her, I don't make her sign nothing. I don't want them to sign nothing because I don't want to own her. I don't want her to forever have to come to me to, can I go sign with these people? No. If you feel like you owe me that loyalty, I will applaud that and I appreciate that. But if you don't, that's on you.
So you own, is it MILF Records?
MILF Music.
Okay, MILF Music Group, right? And she's your artist?
Yep.
So she signed to you?
Yep.
Okay, but Chrisean was not signed to you under MILF Music.
I'm saying I don't do any paperwork with these women.
Well, who does the paperwork?
There's no paperwork. It's really just an agreement.
A gentleman's agreement.
Gentleman's agreement. That's what I do.
Mutual agreement.
I don't want to take over her life. You feel me? If she wakes up tomorrow and says, fuck you, I want to go fuck with so-and-so down the street, you know what I'm going to do?
Go mess with so-and-so down the street yourself.
No. I'm gonna kick her the fuck out. That's all I'm going to do. Okay, your things will be outside. We don't got nothing left. And that's what happened with the last situation.
So when did the relationship with you and her change? Was it when she got pregnant? Because things started really getting interesting once she got pregnant and we knew that she was pregnant. Was it, because you first immediately said it wasn't your kid.
No. So this is where things change. I'm on house arrest.
Jaidyn is like, this interview is not about me.
No. This is for her incident where she just punched a girl. And, I activated after she punched the girl.
This was in Vegas?
Yeah.
Right.
It
So
wasn't
there was a fan that saw you, said something or saw her. She then intervened. They got into a fight. This is what I heard. And then somehow a phone was taken. You weren't supposed to be in Vegas. End up getting caught up in a situation that involved her. And then now you were almost violated, or you got caught in trouble. Was that right? Okay.
Exactly.
It's so much. I'm trying to figure it all out. Yeah.
Exactly. So that incident is what really threw a hiccup in my life. So I'm expecting, I'm on house arrest. I'm expecting for you to, tend to whatever I need. Blah, 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 blah. This is during the BET weekend. This is during when you had your award show. I'm like, I need you to do this, that, and the third. She talking about, I got to do this, that, and the third. I said, oh, yeah, is that what you got to do? Bet. Jaidyn, go over there, put all our stuff outside, and tell her to come get it.
You wouldn't put all our stuff out.
You stay in the house now, and we're finna continue this show.
Jaidyn, you wouldn't put all her stuff out?
Okay. First of all,
did you put it in garbage bags, suitcases? Do you just drag it out like Angela Bassett?
She was showing up. While I'm on house arrest, anything I'm asking her of, because I'm vulnerable. I can't move. I can't. This is when I need a partner.
Yeah,
which is what I told you I need from jump. I know I need that.
But if she's the one that you could always rely on, why were you even in this situation?
Because she left me. Are you forgetting?
She left you because you were being a mess.
I've been a mess.
Okay.
We had a two-way relationship. We had a relationship where...
But you were doing too much.
I brought another... Listen, the girl prior, I'm lying to her and I'm lying to her. They getting tired of her. They like, man, you lying to me and you lying to her. So she was like, we should just be sister wives. I'm like,
no.
You considering that? Boom. I told the other girl, the girl with the short hair, got instantly jumped on it, Jason. Don't give me no idea.
Talk
she said
about
we should be
Jiggy,
sister wives instantly. Okay, yeah.
But I said, no. He's a liar because she posted on her story and was like, oh, we're just sister wives at this point, right? Posted something of me and him. I went to him. I said, oh, this what we doing? I said, bet. Watch, bring her over here and see who really runs shit. We sister wives then. I'll wait. Who running shit? Mind you, when they really transpired, I'm still sitting here like, oh, she called you a trick. Now what?
Yeah, it was bad.
Okay.
Anyway, but that don't even have nothing to do with nothing.
So you go and get all her things and
so no, he's making it seem like it was just some fucking ghetto ass shit. It was like he called. I left Vegas, right? I left Vegas, had to go back. As I'm getting off the freeway to go back to my house, he like, where you at? I'm like, getting off the freeway. Where are you at? Like, what the fuck? He like, oh, you need to go to my house, lock it down, take anything that's not mine, put it outside. And I'm like, what? He's like, exactly what I said. And I'm like, okay, like, what does that mean though? And he was like, yeah, just do what I said. So I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, all right.
So you're going to do it.
So I was going to do it because it's like, I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know if that meant like.
Just say you wouldn't do that.
Okay, so you went, you threw her stuff out.
So I went to the house and I was like, well, fuck it then. This is what we doing. So went through it, and anything that I saw that wasn't his or didn't have his name on it.
And did you feel good while you were doing like?
No, not at all.
Of course she did.
Because I feel like you were smiling ear to ear.
No, I wasn't.
Yes,
I
she was.
No, because I was more calculated because it wasn't like it was like something I plotted to do.
When you pulled her clothes up, you were like, "Bitch, you were happy that you were throwing her out."
Yes,
I just was confused. I didn't have the full story, but it was like
talk your shit, cuz.
No, yeah. Stop. What we not gonna do? I'm not gonna let you play in the season.
No, I mean I put the shit outside.
When you were throwing her shit out, you were feeling validation.
Well, I was just feeling I didn't feel validation. I just felt like, oh, look at how the tables turned. More so, it was because
I told you so.
Yeah, because not even I told you so because like how you was showing my daughter's picture on live and how you was talking all the shit he put us out for you and all that. That's not how it went down.
And you mean to tell me? With all that going down, it didn't feel good to be out there throwing her shit.
I mean,
it
was.
Yes, it did. It felt good, Jaidyn.
I know. Okay.
It was what it was.
All right. So now, while she's out here pregnant, now, Chrisean, there's like you're saying that the baby's not yours potentially, and then there's a man online claiming that was his child. Do you believe she was sleeping with other men when you guys were on and off, or even when you were on?
Yeah, he goes with this one.
That's not my baby mama. All right. I got one baby mama and 2 kids. Let's go to the next.
He was saying this 13 months ago. So you don't believe
the baby that she had is yours? Because you did call me to help you facilitate the baby shower.
I don't believe nothing that girl says, anything that she does. Like you said, when that dude came out, I thought it was funny too. But once she started combating with him and start posting that, oh, they linking up. Why is she doing this? Why is she doing that? It makes more sense. He said that she stole my car for him and drove it to Baltimore for him.
Well, in all fairness, what I will say, because you know, I get a lot of heat.
If she talking to him
when I tell the truth, hold on. When I tell the truth, I get a lot of heat. She actually gave her phone number to my friend Fredo at my award show last year, and like called him, and I was like, "You're not doing that," because one, I don't like my friends being mixy with celebrities because I like to talk about y'all and then go back to my house and peek through the windows and see what y'all doing. But so I've seen that on my own.
Yeah, she's been like that.
And so okay, so when that's happening, is that when you decide to say I'm going to? It's not.
No. I just don't believe nothing about it.
But at some point, here's what I'm trying to figure out the timeline, because then y'all came to my birthday party together.
Yeah.
And even though I was drunk and don't remember all the conversation, there's still videos and photos of us together.
I mean, I tried to play a role in that, and the more I tried, the more
I don't believe it will either.
And I'm not.
I just hope it don't mess up her.
No.
The fans were confused. Did you do it because you were trying to keep the business going and just trying to piece it up?
I believe that they're gonna be together for a while, but I think that nothing's gonna change with his behavior with Blueface. This is what I'm trying to put out there. I was looking at a lot of videos on social media yesterday, binge watching, because I took yesterday off pretty much, just came on in the morning. And that's why I want to give a shout out to a lot of commentators who are real commentators. You know, only people that are on the slow bus are confused at why we will pull up a video of something from the past. That's because nothing has changed in the present time. If you don't change who you are as an individual and level up, like Chrisean leveled up. But if all parties are not on the same page, history is going to repeat itself. It's going to start off being good, and it's going to end up this way again. Blueface doesn't see anything wrong with how he moves in life. He believes that men cheat. That's just by nature. That's what he believes. So what has changed within the year or so he's been in jail? Only things change is that he had no control over going to jail. If he had control over being in jail or not, he would be free. Other than that, I don't believe that Blueface has sat with himself and is saying, I'm now married to Chrisean Rock and I'm going to be loyal to her and only Chrisean Rock, and we'll probably have more kids together or whatever. And I'm gonna stay loyal to her, and I'm not gonna have any more kids with other women, which I hope he does not have no more kids with other women. We don't know what's gonna happen. I just am more concerned about the well-being of Chrisean Rock's state of mind. That's what I'm more concerned about. The heck with Blueface. You know what I'm saying? I want to see Chrisean Rock take herself to the next level, you know, and walk in a better light, you know, and be at peace with herself. But I think that having Blueface in her life is going to be it's going to be difficult. He still never gave her a dime to help support Junior. Right. Hey, salute, Cyrus. Let me see. Trying to hit this. I see love different for me. If a man said those ugly things about my child, calling him ugly names, the other denial of fatherhood, I just could feel the same emotions for dude. Right. Because it's almost like you're not no man when you even put a child that didn't actually be in here in the equation to hurt me, to get back at me. But you're not realizing that these videos are going to be around when he's old enough to look for him himself and see what his father was saying about him, or how his father was denying him, you know, or had doubts of him not being the father of Chrisean, you know, Jesus. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's like I said, I wish the best for Chrisean Rock. You know, if you like it, I love it. I'm not trying to say she shouldn't be with Blueface. I just hope and pray that Blueface gets out and he sees that, you know, he's getting older, and you know, this can't last forever. Him being with CashApp and having all these different women, you know, he's got to also pay that debt. He owes like 16 million to a club owner. He's got to stay focused. Focus is being a man first and foremost, respecting yourself as a man, taking care of your family, and getting your money. You know what I'm saying? Because if all of that is in order, he'll be able to pay that debt off eventually. He'll be able to have a prosperous life with CashApp. But if he's not willing to get out and he's on this, I'm back, I'm about to wake it up on you know, on social media, and I'm about to get the circus cranking, then it's just going to be a lot of turmoil. That's just how I'm looking at it. So listen, I'm getting off. I'll be back on here later. Make sure y'all hit that like button on the way out. I appreciate y'all for hanging on in there with me, kicking it with me all this time. We've been on here a little bit over an hour and 12 minutes, and y'all just ran with me. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Dislikes are welcome. Make sure you subscribe to the channel with the notification bell on option all. And also make sure you get into that Instagram group I got going on. The link is up at the top of the description of the chat. I am doing okay, everyone. Have a beautiful day. Okay, Queen Grandma Rocks, thank you for being here. Y'all have a safe and blessed day. Thank you to my mods. Chrisean left Blueface with nothing and started all over again. He couldn't handle that. Right. Exactly, Natasha. That part. So I'll be back on later on the live. Love y'all. Stay blessed, and I'm out. Mwah.